What's up, guys? RK here, and I just wanted to kind of talk with you through what we're doing in our business and what we're using for direct mail and what we're testing. And we've actually tested two different mail outs in the last week and a half, and I want to talk to you about response rates and whatnot, and what we're seeing is working, what we're seeing isn't working. And really, to be honest with you, we haven't sent out enough to actually have it be a full-on test where I will make decisions and say, this worked and this didn't work, and I'll never do this again, et cetera, et cetera. So let's look at this first postcard. So if you look at the postcard, the front of it says, "Are you throwing away money?" And what it is I walked out in front of my apartment and saw the yellow pages in the trash can, and I popped a picture of it with my phone. Put a red circle around it and put an arrow there. And so I thought, that's pretty interesting. Like, um, might be at least a attention getter, get someone to read it. Now, this was the back of the card. It says, I took this picture the other day in front of my apartment. I know that you pay a significant amount of money to advertise your business in Yellow Pages, and your potential clients are just throwing your advertising money in the rubbish. I discovered a way that will get you twice as many customers as Yellow Pages and will save you a lot of money in the process. To learn the simple strategy for yourself, listen to this free recorded message at 1-800 blah 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 extension 5. Now, we sent this, I believe, to 35 businesses. It might have been more than that. And I think it was either 35 or 50. It wasn't a whole lot. And guess how much response we got from this? We got actually zero calls at all, zero. So, I've gone back to think about it. I've even asked in a couple forums. What do you think I could change? What would be a better way to say it? What would be a better way to print it? And I will let you know the next test. I still like the picture. I still like the copy. I'm just going to change the way it's organized and probably colors and whatnot to see, or to see how well we can get the list to respond to this ad. Now, this next one is still using the phone books, and I am going to crack this phone book mail out direct mail piece. I'm going to crack the code in this thing, and I'll tell you why I want to crack it. One, I like to use the phone book because they are already paying for advertising. So, shoot, like they're already spending money on advertising. They could spend money with us, and we could actually get a lot better return on investment than Yellow Pages will get them. So, it's like, we got a great system. We just got to get it to people in the hands who might be interested. So, this is the inside mailer. Now, again, I've been spending the last 6 months to 8 months trying to work out a system that I can automate, meaning I look at my business in the terms of before, during, and after units, and I want to be able to have an automated before unit or lead getting unit so that I can spend my time doing other things like hanging out with customers and learning and doing the kind of stuff that I like to do. So this is what you do. You cut out their ad from their phone book. You put it on a piece of paper, and you see it says, "Hey, Aloha Massage Specialist." And the only reason I used Aloha Massage Specialist there instead of their first name, which is what I like to use, is because we couldn't find the first name for this company. And to find names, we use Mana and we use Info USA. So, so usually it's going to say, "Hey, John, this is RK. I was looking at your ad and an idea hit me like a UFC fighter. I want to hear, if you want to hear what it is, call me at 800 blah 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 extension 6. Now, if you see, I drew a red circle around their ad and an arrow to their number. This is the front of the envelope. As you can see, this envelope didn't get sent out because we couldn't find their address, and it was a mistake, which is actually a mistake that works in your favor because now we can make a video and show you what we're doing. So you notice it's handwriting. So I was using a handwriting font for this, just because I think an envelope that comes with handwriting font, and I put a stamp on it on the upper right hand corner, and I kind of turned it a little bit crooked so that it's like, oh, it looks really personal. When it looks personal, people are more likely to open and use it, in my opinion. So if I had the address, it would just be the address. There would be no return address or anything like that. This is what it says on the back. It says, "Hey, Aloha Massage Specialist." Again, usually it'll say their name. "Hey, John, an idea inside for you," and you'll see that I take a red marker. I circle it with the smiley face, and same thing. We sent this out to I believe it was a list of about 34, and we had 2 calls to the free recorded message. And let me see. Let me do the math. Clear. 2 divided by 34 equals. So I mean, that's not too bad. It's a 5% response rate. So you think if I sent out 100 of these, I'm gonna get 5 calls back. The recorded message just says, "Hey, it's about 4 minutes long. It talks about, hey, I want to share with you an idea, yada yada yada, a story. Leave your message after the tone." One guy hung up after 17 seconds. The other person listened to the full message and hung up, but didn't leave their info for me to call them back. So we will follow up with the 2 of the people who called. So I just wanted to share with you guys what we're doing, what's working, what hasn't worked. And again, these 2 mailouts haven't resulted in any money into our bank account, but at least you can see what we're testing, and that's what I'm all about. I'm all about testing and letting you guys know what's working, what isn't working, and maybe you can get a couple ideas from what I did. All right, guys. You got any questions? I'd love to hear them. You can shoot me an email. You got ideas, maybe some copy of what might work, what might not work. What you're doing that's working. I'd love to hear it. And again, if you have used our system and our software and you have had success by using the leads that the software got for you, I would love to know about it. I would love to hear about it. I'm looking for people to interview that have been successful and just kind of, trying to unlock some strategies that people can use to succeed, because listen, that's what we're all about. We're all about providing value to the world, serving people, and helping people to create a lifestyle that they're after. So again, you guys got any questions, any comments? You're having success, I'd love to talk with you. Leave a comment below or shoot me an email, rk@localleadmaximizer.com. All right, talk soon.